it really was not my fault. It was an elderly dog who passed away from pre-existing conditions that he had. But it's very hurtful, right, Dr. Dodds, when someone,
Ab-
especially
Absolutely.
oh my God, it would be like accusing a mother, I think, of child molestation who would, that's how it felt. It still feels that way to me to have that, and it's actually on my Yelp account, and so people can read that if they'd like. They can read my response to it if you want. But I don't want to be a part of an organization that just wants to attack veterinarians, because I have worked for so many veterinarians, and the majority of them have been great veterinarians. But there is this little pocket over here that is why Dr. Dodds is here, right? We know there's this little pocket, but the impact that that little pocket makes is sad, and sometimes results in the death of animals unnecessarily, and that's why we're speaking out. So Scott Fine started this organization because unfortunately he lost a pet to veterinary malpractice. And then he brought on board Jerry Robb, who wrote the book that you can get on Amazon. It also helps pay for the documentary. The book is called Joey's Legacy: Seeking Truth and Integrity in Veterinary Malpractice. So this is a book you can get. Jerry, hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
How are you? I can. Can you hear me?
Can you? Yeah, I can hear you. So I was just introducing you. Tell us a little bit about what went on when you started writing the book. Had you ever heard about veterinary malpractice before you wrote the book?
I had not, and I'm on my 6th grade day, and I've been going to veterinarian. I've never met one that I didn't think was fantastic, especially the one I've had for 35 years. But Scott talked me into it. I really wasn't even interested in it immediately, because I was writing another book, but I put it on the shelf. Love animals. Scott has a that you just don't, a courteous passion that you just don't see much. I really thought it would be a 150-page book. I just couldn't imagine there were all these stories out here, but all of a sudden we have 600 pages. So I'm working on volume 2 right now, which this month. Excuse me, in July.
Volume 2. How many stories were in the first book?
40.
40 stories. And correct me if I'm wrong, what I understood is that each one of these stories was actually not just stories that people wrote, but they had actually been proven to be veterinary malpractice, correct?
Well, that's what I'm told. Everyone sign a release that they had documentation and proof of the story that they're telling, mainly for liability purposes.
Right.
But some of them are pretty amazing stories. I had no idea there'd be so many. I've got about 30 or 35 in volume 2. And I have one story coming in from Australia about a horse.
Oh my gosh. Dr. Dodds, I know that you we're waiting. I think there's a little bit of technical difficulties going on the back end with Scott. Scott, you're not there, right? We don't see you. I just want to confirm. Can you hear us?
I'm here. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't see you, so I wasn't sure if you were there. So I'll just introduce Scott a little bit. I know you can't really see him. Hopefully you guys can hear him. None of us would be here if it wasn't for Scott's love of his dog Joey, who passed away. Scott, I know, we kind of always talk a little bit about this, but tell us a little bit about Joey.
Well, Joey came to us at about 8 weeks old, and we're the only family he knew, and he just grew up in a world of love and compassion, and he always gave it right back to us. We obviously when he died, it hit us like a ton of bricks, and when I realized that it probably didn't have to happen had he been, had and determined that he had a kidney renal dysfunction. And well, anyway, we lost him 2 days after that visit, and we wanted to create a place where others whose family members met the same fate could come for some comfort and solace and